human trafficking, a known smuggler or drug trafficker, we're going to make sure that they're deported.
If you did your homework on this issue.
You are not watching VH1. What you are watching is how we choose the next leader of the free world. From a Spanish-speaking contest
La situación ahora es inaceptable.
to verbal smackdowns.
You don't know that,
Second
Bernie.
of all,
We'll come to you in a second,
I do know,
Congressman.
and I wrote the damn bill.
The Democratic debates this year have been really entertaining, and that's exactly what's wrong with them. Do I enjoy watching Tim Ryan get dunked on for 2 hours straight? Absolutely, but a candidate's tendency to dunk or get dunked on doesn't really say much about how effective they'd be as a leader. The purpose of these debates isn't to inform voters, it's to crown a winner and be as entertaining as possible. For NBC's June debate, they broke their debate viewership record with 18 million viewers. Their second highest rated show that week, America's Got Talent, only had 10 million viewers. MSNBC charged $100,000 per 30-second ad during the debate. And CNN reportedly required $300,000 commitments for ads during their latest debate in July. To compare, ad costs during their regular primetime programming range from $7,000 to $12,000. And the money doesn't just come from the night of the debate. Networks clip the biggest moments and replay them for days, maximizing on ad revenue. And we're just talking about the early primary debates. We can expect bigger ratings and bigger dollar signs closer to Election Day. Now, it's not surprising that networks want to make more money. They aim to maximize on profits just like any other company. For example, in the face of declining ratings, late-night talk shows have transitioned from traditional interviews to highly formatted segments designed to produce big, shareable moments that they can clip out for social media. In an effort to increase viewership, and thus ad revenue, the debates are formatted to produce similar clip-out moments. Instead of trying to find the candidate with the best policy, they're designed to see which candidate can outperform the others. They do this by phrasing the debate questions in dubious ways. Candidate number 1. You want to raise taxes to create a safety net for underprivileged Americans. Why do you hate the middle class? I don't hate the middle class. What I'm proposing is, I'll tell you why he hates the middle class. It's because he does not value the American dream. Excuse me. I don't hate the middle class. But you know what I do hate? Your stupid tie. You look like a substitute teacher, okay? You look like you have no respect for yourself and your well-being. The questions are designed to either upset a candidate or force them into a corner where the only escape is attacking another candidate. Let's look at a moment from the first night of CNN's Democratic debates.
You support Medicare for all, which would eventually take private health insurance away from more than 150 million Americans in exchange for government-sponsored health care for everyone.
Okay, take is the key word here. Instead of saying that Medicare for all would replace people's insurance, moderator Jake Tapper frames the question as a Republican talking point. That Senators Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren want to take health care away. This causes John Delaney to fall for the trap.
But why do we got to be the party of taking something away from people?
No one is the party.
Hold on
That's
one second,
what they're
Senator.
running on. They're running on telling half the country that your health insurance is illegal. It says it right in the bill.
And of course, it led to one of the biggest moments of the night.
Jake, your question is a Republican talking point. The healthcare industry will be advertising tonight on this program.
Thank you, Senator. Senator Warren, it's your turn.
Oh, can I complete that, please?
Your time is up,
They
30
will be
seconds.
advertising tonight with that talking point.
By choosing his words carefully, Tapper was able to craft a situation in which the candidates were riled up. This is exactly what happens on reality TV shows. Producers manipulate their subjects to stir up drama that otherwise wouldn't have happened. For example, Real Housewives is particularly famous for its shouting matches. A producer on the show told Business Insider that they'd manipulate where the participants sat for dinner scenes to optimize on the potential drama. Another reality show, Dance Moms, also features scenes that were set up by producers. A former participant told USA Today that the producers set it up to make us all yell at each other. Similarly, networks that host debates are trying to stir up drama between the candidates. While that makes for good TV, it's a terrible way for viewers to understand the nuances of a candidate's platform. Instead of learning anything of value, viewers are often treated to a shouting match, one that was forced into existence. Debate questions are asked in bad faith. The moderators know the questions aren't fair, but their purpose is to agitate the candidates.
Are you saying that Senator Sanders is too extreme to beat President Trump?
So, again, I think if we're going to force Americans to make these radical changes, they're not going to go along. You throw your hands up, but you haven't. Oh, I can do it.
Tapper then moves on to Warren with the same sentiment. This time, it didn't work.
Senator Warren, you make it a point to say that you're a capitalist. Is that your way of convincing voters that you might be a safer choice than Senator Sanders?
No, it is my way of talking about I know how to fight and I know how to win.
Jake Tapper isn't just a moderator. He's a journalist and a politics junkie. He knows that Sanders and Warren have many of the same stances, and yet, instead of trying to find those minor differences, he tries to pit them against each other to create drama. The worst part about all of this is that we've been down this road before.
Is there anyone on stage, and can I see hands, who is unwilling tonight to pledge your support to the eventual nominee of the Republican Party, Mr. Trump? So, Mr. Trump.
In 2016, Donald Trump steamrolled through every Republican candidate, mortally wounding them with a barrage of insults and braggadocio.
He never had a chance. Now he's doing better. He's got probably a 4 or 5% chance.
Trump is literally a reality star, and we saw this play out during the debates.
First of all, Rand Paul shouldn't even be on this stage. He's number 11. He's got 1% in the polls, and how he got up here, there's far too many people.
I think really there's a sophomore quality that is entertaining about Mr. Trump. I think his response, his visceral response to attack people on their appearance, short, tall, fat, ugly. My goodness, that happened in junior high.
I never attacked him on his look, and believe me, there's plenty of subject matter right there.
The 2016 GOP debates were centered on Trump's zingers and attacks. More and more viewers meant more and more debates, 12 in total, which raked in millions of viewers and tons of ad revenue. Aside from resonating with his extremist policies, primary voters confused Trump's performance for presidential eligibility. Using the debates as a vehicle, Trump entertained his voters all the way to the White House. Any debate system where someone can rise to the top simply by being good on camera should be reimagined from the ground up.